Running a sub 25k has been a bucket list goal for me for a while now, but it is a pretty hard thing to do. Sub 20-minute 5k is like a barrier that a lot of runners around the world want to try and beat. It genuinely feels like a barrier for the human body to beat that time, and if you break it, that is considered widely a pretty big badge of honor. I've used Runna this year to get a marathon PB, a half marathon PB, and within that half marathon, I got a 10-kilometer PB as well. So to round out the year, 5k PB is the last one that's left. My current 5k PB is 21 minutes and 9 seconds, but that was done over a year ago now. I've done a lot more running since then. Really, I should be closer to that 20-minute mark, but I've just not really tried. I hate the way that fast 5k makes you feel. Runna has got me loads of PBs this year, but can it get me that sub 20-minute 5k? So I started the training plan. It was a 6-week training plan, and my goal was to run the actual race itself, which wasn't a race, I was just doing it on my own. The day before, I went away to my stag do to drink my body weight in beer, and I was then getting married and then going away and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of had a goal and a time limit of when I had to try and get it done by. I genuinely don't know how I did this pace for 26.2 miles in the Barcelona Marathon. This aggressive long run, 6.5 miles, so just over 10k. I'm about halfway in, and I've not even started the fast strap yet. And I'm blowing. I did not realise I'd lost this much fitness in a couple of months. I've still been running, just not properly training. Crazy. I know I said that my PB was 21:09, but realistically when I started the training plan, if I was going to go all out, I don't know if I would have got that. It probably would have been closer to 21:30, maybe 22. Not too sure. Right, here we go. We're in the park. We've got a drop set today. So, doing a 1.25 mile warm-up. Got a cool down afterwards, but I've got kilometre, 800, 600, 400, 200. Getting faster as we go along with a break in between. My body is feeling pretty wrecked, but that's because I'm doing cycling, playing cricket, playing other sports. Went to the gym yesterday. But, you know, we move, we'll do it, we'll get it done. One very cool thing about this park that I sometimes run around is that it's basically an 800-metre loop, which is perfect for a lot of the training runs that Runna gives you. 2 sets done. I keep starting out too fast. I've got 600, 400, 200 to go. Pace seems alright, just out of breath a bit. One thing on Runna as well, if you've got a watch that can connect to it, it has your workouts all on your watch. My watch is too old, so I just keep checking my phone, and that works too. So if you have an old watch or no watch at all, you can just use your phone. There we go, all reps done. I went faster than Runna said for the last 2, by quite a bit. But I thought, alright, so might as well do it. It's better than doing too fast at the beginning and then struggling at the end. But I got a mile cool down jog after a little break. That was good. Week done, let's go. One thing I've not mentioned is when you start a plan on Runna, it gives you an estimate time that it thinks that you're gonna get based on an algorithm, based on kind of your fitness, races in the past, and the training that it's gonna make you do over the next amount of weeks. Runna said to me that after my training plan, I'd be able to do a 2015 to 2030. Which is not what I want to do. I want to get much faster than that and get a sub 20. But in the past when I've used Runna for marathons and half marathons, it's kind of overestimated what I can do. It goes really fast. So for my marathon, for example, I got a 3:32. It estimated that I would be able to get a 3:24. That's quite a big difference. I was over the moon with what I got anyway, because I didn't think I'd get anywhere near that, but Runna thinks that you can go a lot further, at least in my experience, than you actually can. A lot faster, sorry. So if I thought mentally that a sub 20-minute 5k wasn't hard enough already, Runna didn't think I could do it. If I was going to do it, if I was going to achieve my goal and get a sub 20-minute 5k, I would have to outperform what Runna thought I could do, and that's pretty hard. We're at the track, right next to the Etihad. It's another week since you last saw me. Got a bit of a session, I'll put it on the screen somewhere. But it's nice being at the track. I love being here, it's great. This is where I've done some speed work before when I've been training for halves and full marathons. I'm just doing a bit of a warm up now before I get into the full session. But this track is great because you can just book it online, it's £5. And a lot of tracks I've been to before, they're kind of elitist and they're like really grumpy with you and they act like they don't want you there. Whereas here, you just book and turn up and it's great. Genuinely, I've had an absolutely horrible experience going to a local track before. I don't know if anyone watching this has had that as well. They sometimes don't seem very friendly. Progress on the city hotel at the stadium. perhaps 115 rooms, one for every church. There we go, main bit of the session done. I was on paper, when I first looked at it, I was like, that's doable. But the rest in that messes you up. You do 3 laps and then have a 2-minute rest before doing 1 lap really fast. And you only have a 1-minute rest before doing the 3 laps again, still at a fast pace. And now I've got, I did it all the times, faster than it said, so if anything. I can never be asked doing the cool downs, but it's actually good heart rate training because your heart rate stays high after you've done a bit of a workout. But another mile jog and then we're done. Yeah, the cool down run after you've done a workout is just so boring, man. I've got to run around the track 5 times just slowly after I've been doing it fast. Boring. Should have headphones or something. And I need to get a new one of these. This is minging. I've had it for like 18 months now. It was jet black. Now it's like brown and grey. It's got a hole in it. I might go and get a new one today, actually. The weeks went by, I didn't film too much, but I pretty much hit every session, apart from missing maybe 1 or 2. I'd been used to the marathon or half marathon training plans that Runna have done, but the 5K one, mentally anyway, seemed a lot nicer because the distances were so much shorter. When you do a training plan with Runna, you choose how many days of the week you want to run. For me, it kind of works that I just do 4. For you, it might be different, but that seems to work well with me, my schedule, and how much recovery time I seem to need. The basic training plan kind of looks like 2 faster sessions a week, whether that's a tempo run, a threshold run, or some kind of workout that Runna tells you, as well as a longer run, which is usually a lot slower, and then a slow recovery run. And it spreads it out throughout the week evenly for you, so you just have to follow what it says. It's pretty easy. The running itself isn't easy, but following the plan is easy. The weeks went by, but towards the end of the block, I was ill. I had some kind of weird cold thing, so I didn't run for 10 days or so. The day of reckoning came, the race day in the plan, and I hadn't run in a while. I thought I was over my illness, probably wasn't, probably shouldn't have attempted it, but I wanted to attempt the run anyway. I'm probably pretty stupid. So I went down to the track. I wanted to see if I could do it on a track. Maybe that would give me a bit of an advantage. But I did 3 kilometers or so and I was on pace for it. In fact, I was faster than 20-minute 5K pace. But then I started to feel faint. My legs started to feel weak. I decided I'm not going to push it for the last 2K. I'm just going to stop. I felt a bit like a failure. And I knew that the following day I was going away to my stag do. Like, it wasn't good timing. I probably, if I didn't do it on that day, I was never going to do it because I was going to drink copious amounts of beer, feel really ill, eat loads of food, and then if I try and do a really fast 5K after that, that'll just be even harder. Mission failed. We'll get him next time. However, would there be a next time? I was getting married and then going traveling and going away. I'd have to do all the training again, which probably isn't going to happen while I'm traveling. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to get my goal. I'm not going to get the 5K in 20 minutes. The night before my wedding though, I went out on a run just to shake off some energy, and I wanted to run quite fast to do that. I didn't bring my watch, I didn't have a goal time or any pace times or anything like that. I just wanted to run fairly fast. I ended up doing a 5K along a river in Lincoln, it was lovely, in 21 minutes flat. Now, I wasn't trying to get a good time here, so if I was trying, mentally I was like, surely I can knock a minute off. But anyway, I got married, gave myself a rest for 5 days or so, used the experience of running that 21 flat, and decided to go out to a path near my house and give it one last shot the day before I went away, which is where I am now. I'm in New Zealand now. So here it is, the second, kind of third attempt of the sub 20 minute 5K.
So this is it, the Countryside Coliseum in which we do battle today with the tarmac, or the gravel track. It's basically a straight line that I'm going to run in. The weather, not too bad at all. Not too hot, not too cold. Is today the day? I set off trying not to go too fast, knowing that that had been my downfall in the past. I had some confidence from the 5K run that I did 5 days ago in 21 minutes. I knew that I could do that without mentally trying to run really, really fast. So my plan was to stick to about 6 minutes 20 for the first mile, see how I felt, and then try and get faster. The mantra that I kept repeating in my head was, if not now, when?
I think I did it. Holy shit. To Foo Fighters. Oh my god. I think I did it. Need to check. Oh my god. We've just done it. few minutes ago I finished the 5k down this path. Incredible path, Middlewood Way. Sub 20-minute 5k. We got it done. Not only that, I negative split it. I got faster. It's slightly downhill, this path, going that way, which is why I did it that way. But it still counts. And it wasn't just sub 25k, and it wasn't just 1958 on Strava, at least. 1939. Come on. That feels great. Oh, actually, I feel a little bit faint now, to be fair, but in a minute, it will feel great. Updates. Last time I filmed, can't remember what happened. I attempted this on the track and got 2 miles in, about 3k in, and absolutely bonked it. I felt faint, my legs felt weak, so I decided to stop, but I was ill. Since then, it's been like 3 weeks maybe. I've not even been using Runna. I've been doing a little bit of training myself, but I got married in between. I tried to do a fast 5k the night before the wedding just to blow off some steam. I wasn't aiming to do sub 20, I just wanted to run fast. Didn't even have my watch with me. And I did 21, pretty flat, and I felt okay. So I was like, I'll give myself 5 more days rest. And that's what I did. And we're here today, and we smashed it. This video was meant to be, can Runna help me get a sub 25k? I know I was harping with illness, but on that little training plan, no is the answer. And the actual answer is, I guess, consistency. The Runna training plan definitely would have helped. If I wasn't ill on the day that I attempted it, I might have done it then, who knows. Runna's been incredible for me this year. Marathon PR by half an hour. Half marathon PR by like 15 minutes, something like that. And now, my first ever sub 25k. It is pretty good. But I think what goes more into getting PBs, I think especially the faster ones, I think the longer ones, you have to put in, you kind of get what you put in. I think you get that with every form of running. But with this one, it's more mentality and heart, to be honest, mixed in with training as well. But I just fucking went for it. I was telling myself the whole way, if not now, when? This too will pass, when I was feeling like I wanted to stop after like 4k. But you know what? That wasn't the worst 5k I've ever done, but it's the fastest one. I felt awful on a lot of 5ks. In the Barca kit as well, so I did the marathon. Come on. Might go get a Guinness now. I parked up near a pub, so I might have to get a celebratory Guinness. Oh. Has he run a sub 25k and split the G? No, that's very close. Not quite. Here we go. Deserved.